Hello again, fellow BeachBum traders. Thank you for joining us today for our initial due diligence video on Allegion, ticker symbol ALLE, where we'll do our initial due diligence and try to determine, is ALLE a good stock to buy now? So again, we'll go through all our due diligence, look at ALLE. Allegion is a good stock to buy now, or should we wait, or should we avoid it? And if so, what types of trades would ALLE be good for? Swing trades, day trades, breakout, or long-term hold and investment? So again, stick with us. We'll do our due diligence, and then we'll draw our conclusions at the end of the video as to, do we think is ALLE a good stock to buy now? So let's get started. The content of this video was produced by BeachBum Trading. We hope you will choose to also join us in the BeachBum Trading community and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Visit us at our homepage at beachbumtrading.com, the bum without the U. Similarly on Twitter, BeachBum Trading, bum without the U. On Facebook and in our BeachBum Trading Facebook group. Please follow us on Pinterest and on Instagram. All of the links to our social media sites will be included in the description box below, and we hope you will choose to subscribe to our BeachBum Trading YouTube channel and follow us on social media. Thank you. Okay, let's take a real quick look at Allegion's homepage, and I will leave the direct link to Allegion's homepage in the description box below. Kind of familiarize ourselves with who are they, what do they do, what are their products, and get a feel for the company. You can see their focus is on pioneering safety. We can see they have products for both home and business. We can see, some of their news. They acquired Stanley Black & Decker Access Technologies. We can see some of their brands. They're focused on security, technology, security around doors and adjacent areas, from mechanical locks to biometric scanning devices. So again, it's all physical security oriented. They have a wide variety of brands. Slage, again, locks, things like that. We'll very quickly look at their business and their home products. So again, physical security for both businesses and homes. They do have a reasonable social media presence, it looks like. So again, if we very quickly look at their business products, we see they've got locks and keys, various things for bicycles, etc., electronic access and monitoring. I know they have time management software, access management, again, door security, other types of door hardware, and then also they have an antimicrobial design and operating mechanisms for safety and health. And then also, if we look at their home products, again, electronic locks, mechanical locks, and portable security, GPS tracking, etc. And again, they have a variety of brands in that area. So again, mostly, all physical security related, and a wide variety of products and brands for both businesses and homes. So hopefully that helps get you acquainted with who Allegion is, what are their product categories, what are some of their brands, and now we'll start digging into due diligence on their stock to determine if it's a stock that we should buy now or what. Okay, let's do our due diligence on Allegion PLC, ticker symbol ALLE, and ChartMill. And as always, I will leave the direct link to this profile for ALLE and ChartMill in the description box below. So as of September 23rd, 2022, we can see their technical analysis rating is very poor, 0, and the setup rating is also quite poor, 1.5 out of 5. So from a technical standpoint, it's the rating is showing it's a very poor setup at this time. We can see a brief overview of their chart. We can see it's generally trending down. It's below its moving average. There's a more recent steep trend down, and in a moment we'll look in more detail at their chart. We see fundamental analysis, it's pretty average, 3 out of 5. Valuation is poor, less than a star. Profitability is decent, 3.5 out of 5. Their growth is average, health is a little above average, and it does pay about an average dividend. See, market cap, very large company, $8 billion market cap company. PE is a little high, but not excessive, 17.7, about 18. Forward PE is even better, below 15. Dividend yield, 1.65. Again, we can see their profile here. They have security products and solutions, keep people safe, secure, and productive. They're in Dublin, Ireland, etc. So a portfolio of security and access control products across a range of brands, Schlage, etc. Locks, lock sets, portable locks, key systems, door closures, exit devices, doors, door systems, electronic products, and access control. And similarly internationally. So a global company. They do business in the U.S., based in Ireland. So now we'll dig into each of these categories of our due diligence. Okay, if we look at the stock chart in a little more detail for ticker symbol ALLE in ChartMill, we see from the daily view, again, we see that general decline, a more recent steep decline. We can see it's below its 50-day moving average. It looks like it tested and was rejected recently from that 50-day moving average. It's well below its 200. So if we zoom out a little bit to the weekly, we can see it had run up. It looks like there's a support level in the 80 area. It ran up, it peaked, and has been in steep decline, broke down through this descending wedge, and again tested and failed, got rejected off of that. So it's definitely in a near-term downtrend. So zoom out further to the monthly chart. Again, we can see a general uptrend for quite some period, peaked, started trending down, broke down below its moving average. So it's definitely in a downturn at this time. So. Okay, if we look at the technical analysis data in ChartMill for ticker symbol ALLE, we can see it currently has a technical rating of 0, again, as of September 23rd, 2022. So it's a bad performer in the overall market. Both medium short-term pictures are negative. We see the setup analysis in the chart. Both long and short-term trends are negative. It's underperforming. As part of building products, it's underperforming again. It's near the lower end of its 52-week range. Currently showing a bear flag pattern, occurs when price pull back slightly after a strong move down. This may present a good short opportunity. Volume is higher in the last couple of days. We can see the support and resistance level. So it's got a resistance about 97.26, and then another one at 98 to 102, and then again at 105. The setup is showing as a 3 out of 10. It's bad. It's not present a quality setup at the moment. Price movement's been too volatile to find a good entry. Probably a good idea to wait for consolidation first, is their recommendation here. Okay, if we look at the fundamental analysis data for Allegion, ticker symbol ALLE in ChartMill, we see a fundamental rating. It's got a 6 out of 10 right now. It's a building product, scores excellent points on both profitability and health. Says it's a solid base for a good stock. It's quite expensive at the moment. Does not show it does show decent growth rate. So health is positive, profitability is good, growth is a little below average, and valuation is poor right now. So profitability is showing very positive, 7 out of 10. Return on assets is good. Return on equity is good. Profit margin is good. Petrovsky F's is average. It performs, reasonably well against its industry. Valuation is very poor, 1 out of 10. So it's showing the PEG ratio is high. The price to book is high. Price to earnings is this is more expensive than its industry, and its enterprise value more expensive than peers, so it's expensive. The valuation relative to its peers in building products is poor. Growth rating is average. Earnings per share is growing by about 11% over the next 5 years, which is good. The last 5 years is positive. Revenue growth is accelerating, so that's positive. It's got strong negative growth in earnings per share, so that's negative. So in the past, it's done better. The past year, EPS was poor, but going forward, it looks like it's going to improve. Same thing with revenue. The past year was poor, so again, these probably attribute to the steep decline that we've seen recently, but it looks like it'll be positive for the next couple years and then declining again. So yearly revenue, so we see is increased into 2019. Went flat, slight increase, and looks like it's expected to continue to increase going forward. EPS kind of went flat, and then it looks like that's expected to increase again in the future too. So health ratings very positive, 7 out of 10. Got a good current ratio. Altman Z is nicely positive, so no issues with solvency, servicing debt, etc. And its debt to equity is, it says they require more financing than industry peers, so that's a negative, their debt to equity. So their other ratios are positive relative to peers. Dividend is 5 out of 10. It's kind of average. Pays a bit more dividend than peers. It's growing its dividend nicely. Pays out 29% of its income as a dividend, so it looks like this is a good dividend stock. Been paying dividend for over 5 years, so they've got a good track record. 1.65 is kind of average. Slightly less than the S&P average, and it's growing, but its earnings are slower, so there is some risk there too, its dividend, but so we see the dividend per share has been growing nicely and then declined in 2022, which would be a negative. Shareholders don't like that. So again, that could be a reason for the recent decline as well. So we could see, they pay a good portion of their earnings as dividend. Okay, if we look at the analyst ratings for Allegion, ticker symbol ALLE and ChartMill, we can see it's got a 72% buy consensus, so generally pretty positive. We see price targets, the low is 101, so 11% upside. The median's 118, 30% upside. The high is 136, so 50% upside. So the analysts think it's got decent amount of upside. We see 31%, 32% upside. It's got 21 analysts, so it's well covered. 72% buy rating. Hasn't changed a whole lot. So again, it's well covered. Upgrades, downgrades. We see the most recent was 921. Was a buy, overweight, equal weight. So generally recently positive. So currently we've got 2 strong buys, 10 buys, 8 holds, and a 1 sell. So it looks like it's improved recently. Okay, if we look at the ownership structure for Allegion, ticker symbol ALLE, and ChartMill, we see public is almost 90%, so retail public is very high, institutional is very low, only 10%, and less than 1% of insiders. So again, that doesn't bode for great stability. 87 million shares outstanding, same in float, so not much discrepancy there. Again, very low insider ownership. Institutional ownership is only 10%, so that's pretty small too. The insider change was positive and institutional change was negative. So again, we could see as of June 2022, the institutional ownership dropped off. So that's a bit of a negative. And then we see some insider sells. So again, those are not positive factors for a company. Okay, let's do our due diligence for Allegion PLC, ticker symbol ALLE, and the online browser version of Webull. On the stock screen of the online browser version of Webull, we can see the chart for Allegion, ALLE. The yearly chart, we see, generally a decline, choppy, headed down. Looks like it's bouncing off this long-term support level in the 89 area. We can see their earnings and their recent dividend. Looks like it most recently went ex-dividend on September 15th, paid a 41-cent dividend. So if we do our due diligence in the lower panel of the stock screen of Webull, we can see their profile. You can see that. We can see recent news. Home builders advance, building product stocks rise, dividend, looks like a good stock. Someone says maintains their dividend, so that's a positive. So if we look at the financials, looks like their income is turning around. Looks like they're beating expectations generally. Looks like their balance, slight decline, peak, slight decline. Cash flow, it looks like they missed estimates here, and that may be a reason for the decline. Now they beat estimates slightly, looks kind of choppy. Their financial ratios, again, looks like they're generally beating estimates, but it looks like it's declining. Their income statement looks like it bottomed in Q1, recovered in Q2. Revenue is positive. Looks like it was bottoming, turned back up in Q2, so that's positive. Operating income, pretty choppy. Again, looks like a recovery in Q2. Looks like their debt to assets has increased somewhat. Looks like it's been steadily increasing. Looks like their operating cash flow, again, bottom in Q1. Looks like they're in a recovery. Looks like they generally lose money on their investments, which is not good. But their financing has turned around, so that's positive. So it is optionable. So again, you could write covered calls, generate your own dividends by writing covered calls against your position, but while you wait for it to turn around, it's an option. We see the analysts in Webull. It says they've got 15 analysts, and the consensus is currently hold. Got 47% buy, 47% hold, and a couple underperforms. Looks like the current price here is showing about 91. The high is only 130. The low is about 100. So, not a lot of upside from an analyst standpoint, which probably is why they're saying to hold. So again, we see it looks like it pays a quarterly dividend. Looks like they've been increasing their dividend slightly. It's from 32 cents up to 41 cents recently, and the last ex-dividend was on September 15th. So again, we can see that yearly chart. It's been generally in decline. If we zoom out even further, again, we can see it was climbing. It took a dip in the middle of 2020, recovered. It's been as high as 46, as 146. So, not a whole lot of upside, maybe $50 upside. That recent bottom looks like it was about 75 or so. So, maybe 15 downside and maybe 50 upside from this standpoint. And if it loses that support, you've got another maybe at 70 and then even lower. So risk reward's not the greatest. It's got some upside relative to the risk as long as it holds this recent low. Just a quick reminder that as of the recording of this video on August 16th, Webull's currently offering up to 12 free stocks if you open and fund a new account in Webull. This is the most number of free stocks I've seen Webull offer. I don't know how long this offer will last, but if you're not already using Webull, here's an opportunity to get 12 free stocks. You can find our affiliate link to Webull in the description box below, on the About page on our YouTube channel, in the link section. Okay, let's do our due diligence for Allegion PLC in FinViz, ticker symbol ALLE. I'll leave the direct link to their profile in FinViz in the description box below. You see offhand from their chart that it recently broke down through support. It's descending in a wedge, but again, it broke down below that. It's significantly below its moving averages. So if we zoom out to the weekly, again, we can see that steep recent descent. Looks like it broke down through support. Looks like the next support may be 89-ish, and then 77-ish. We zoom out to monthly. Again, it really broke down, steep decline for quite some time. Again, below its moving averages now significantly. See, again, a support maybe at 77.37, 82-ish. So again, those would be the next notable support levels from a long-term charting standpoint. Again, we can see this is a security and protection services company. It's industrial, based out of Ireland. See, it's got a pretty sizable market cap, about $8 billion, $464 million in income, sales of almost $3 billion, 10 in cash per share, pays a 1.8% dividend. It is optionable. See, sizable debt. So the debt is showing up as a red flag. Price to book showing up as a red flag. We see the shares outstanding about 88 million or so. Not a lot of discrepancy between the float and the shares outstanding. Short float's very small. Target price about 117 right now, and we see the range 89 to 140. So not a whole lot of range in the past 52 weeks. So we see the volume's about 1 million. Now if we scroll down through the news, see if we see any red flags, etc. Looks like a good stock, somebody said recently. Declares a quarterly dividend. So again, a quarterly dividend, small dividend yield. They beat estimates in their latest earnings. So that's positive. Tops estimates. So again, it looks like they have a history of beating estimates for their earnings. So that's positive. If we look at their profile real quickly, it says they manufacture and sell mechanical and electronic security products and solutions worldwide. Door closures, controls, exit devices, locks, that's again, so physical security, key systems, electronic security, access control, time and attendance, workforce productivity. So again, in addition to security, they've got some, time and attendance type of productivity, workforce things, doors, systems, etc. End users in commercial, institutional, residential, education, healthcare, government, hospitality. So, broader range of clients, customers. Got some various clients, different brands through distribution and retail, e-commerce, wholesale, etc. So omni-channel, and also do-it-yourself home improvement centers, online, and e-commerce. So again, very broad, physical security, workforce productivity, etc. type solutions. Total revenue looks like it's been increasing for the years. Cost has been increasing a bit. Gross profit has been pretty flat. EPS is positive and a slight increase. Look at the quarterly. Again, revenue is increasing. Costs a slight increase. Gross profit increasing. And EPS is also increasing. So, all that was positive, looks good. Okay, let's do our due diligence on Allegion PLC, ticker symbol ALLE in Seeking Alpha. And again, I'll leave the direct link to their profile in Seeking Alpha in the description box below. Right offhand, we can see it's been in decline for the past year, down 33.6% this year. We can see in the chart that decline. We see their PE ratio, almost 17. We can see their EPS is positive there. We can see a market cap of about 8.1 billion and about 1 million in volume, just offhand. If we look at some of the analysis and news very quickly, growth as operations improve, beats low expectations but faces challenges. Secure looks secure, decline in multiple ways. Building product stock. So they announced a very nice dividend, 41-cent dividend on September 1st. We see they had a senior note offering back in June. Low EPS growth expectations, strong performance metrics, debt offering to finance an acquisition. So if we look at their ratings, the Seeking Alpha authors say hold, Wall Street says buy, the quants say hold, valuation's very poor, valuation D-, growth D-, profitability A. So very profitable, but they're saying the valuation and growth is not very positive. You can read more about their profile here. We can see it's a building materials company. If we look at their annual revenue, it looks like it's been pretty flat and expected to increase going forward. So if we look at their quarterly revenue as well, again, relatively flat. Looks like Q3 of 2022 is expected to be a little better, and then maybe a slight decrease to flat going forward. We look at the earnings per share, again, quarterly. Looks like they had a dip in end of 21, early 22. Looks like it improved in quarter 2 of 22 and expected to improve slightly and then a slight dip again. Look at annual. Again, slight increases and expected to increase into 23. So again, their PE is around 17. Price to book's about 10. Small growth, so again, it's not perceived to be growth. Levered free cash flow is negative, which is not good. Gross profit looks pretty decent. Return on equity is not bad. Return on assets not bad. Again, market cap about 8 billion. Looks like they have 2 billion in debt and 919 million in cash. So dividend yield's 1.8%. So a small dividend. Paid quarterly. So again, about 1 million in volume, average volume around 1 million. So it's got some liquidity. We can see the dividend growth is nice. It's been a positive growing dividend, so that's generally pretty attractive. We see the ownership, very large institutional ownership, 95%. So one would expect the ownership to be very stable, only a very small percentage of retail. So again, one would expect institutions would tend to hold these, despite market conditions. So again, the ownership would be expected to be very stable, very positive. Their Altman Z-score is very positive, so even though they had a significant amount of debt, it looks like they're perfectly able to service that debt and no solvency issues. Their beta is just slightly negative, so it's just going to move slightly slower than the market. Not very high short interest, so not really any kind of short squeeze candidate. So almost $3 billion in revenue, $1 billion in gross profit, net income of $464. EPS is nicely positive, so it looks like they're generating plenty of cash. They're profitable. Again, they've got $919 million in cash. They do have sizable debt. Their debt to equity is a little concerning, but again, it looks like all the other indications are that they're able to service that debt without any problems. Looks like they lost some money from investing, but they've got a nice positive free cash flow. So again, that will allow them to service their debt. And they do have significant long-term debt, but again, all indications are they're able to service that debt with their free cash flow and their available cash. Okay, so based on all of our due diligence, all the data we've looked at, what's our conclusions as to is ALLE a good stock to buy now? What's our conclusions as to should we buy Allegion right now? If so, for what type of trade? Well, given all the data that we've looked at, it seems like it's a little bit expensive right now. We saw that it's been in decline. The technical analysis and technical setup right now is pretty poor. So in terms of is ALLE a good stock to buy now? Our conclusion is it would not be a good stock to buy now, given that the technical setup is poor and it's also a little bit expensive at this time. It's been in steep decline. So if we look at the overall chart again in Webull, we can see this steep decline. We can see it has potential downside down to maybe the 75-ish range. Also, its risk-reward profile relative to that, it's right now in the 90s. The high point would be about 146, so the reward maybe 56. Downside, maybe 15 or so. So we prefer to have a 2 times reward potential, and right now it doesn't really present that. And again, we see that steep decline. So again, we would like to see it cheaper, possibly down in the 75. We can see the next level of support, maybe 71, would give us a better reward factor. And again, the setup is very poor. It's in steep decline right now, so we would want to see it establishing a firm bottom. Shorter term time frame, it may be establishing a bottom. So if we see it hold this support, start swinging up, but again, in terms of the reward ratio that we typically look at, we prefer to have a double, at least the potential for a double in the reward category. So again, based on all of our due diligence, this is ALLE. Allegion's really not a stock that we would consider at this time. Their dividend is only less than 2%. So again, as of September 23rd, 2022, there are better dividend stocks that pay a higher yield, that present a better setup, better risk reward, better potential price appreciation at this point in time. We will keep an eye on ALLE to see if it does establish a better risk reward profile, a better bottom, hold support. It's a potential turnaround play once it does do that, and its valuation is more in line and it's not quite expensive. So we'll keep an eye on ALLE, and we'll probably come back and revisit our due diligence in the future when the price comes down a bit. But at this time, we really have no recommendation for why to buy ALLE Allegion at this time. So we hope this all helps. Please let us know if you have any data that would possibly change our mind in terms of, is ALLE a good stock to buy now, Allegion? In the comments below. Join our Discord. Let us know what you think of all this information. Did you find it helpful? Again, what do you think of Allegion, ticker symbol ALLE? And do you think it's a good stock to buy now? And if so, for what type of trade, for what type of investment? So let us know again in the comments, in our Discord, in our Facebook group, via social media, etc. We hope that you found all this information helpful. And please give us a thumbs up on the video. Again, please let us know your thoughts, and good luck. And we hope you have a great day. The content of this video was produced by BeachBum Trading. We hope you will choose to also join us in the BeachBum Trading community and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Visit us at our homepage at beachbumtrading.com, the bum without the U. Similarly on Twitter, BeachBum Trading, bum without the U. On Facebook and in our BeachBum Trading Facebook group. Please follow us on Pinterest and on Instagram. All of the links to our social media sites will be included in the description box below, and we hope you will choose to subscribe to our BeachBum Trading YouTube channel and follow us on social media. Thank you. We also cordially want to invite you to our new BeachBum Trading Community Discord server, where we can have discussions on all topics related to trading, success in trading, investing, etc. You can see alerts when we make trades, changes to our watch lists, etc. So again, please join us in the new BeachBum Trading Community Discord server. You should be able to find a link in the description box below. You can also find a link in the social media category on our webpage, beachbumtrading.com, without the bum without the U, and also in the link section on the About page of our YouTube channel, etc. So again, we look forward to seeing you in the BeachBum Trading Community Discord server soon. Wave and say hello. BeachBum Trading also now has a site on Patreon. If you are willing and able to help support our efforts to produce all the content and help you achieve the financial freedom you want, deserve, to be able to live the BeachBum lifestyle or any other kind of lifestyle you would like, and you're willing and able to help support our efforts in these regards, we hope you'll choose to visit our Patreon page. You can get access to our new BeachBum Trading Community Discord server, which is currently under construction, but you will get access to the Discord server by supporting us through Patreon. Again, this is all currently under construction, but you can see we just have the default levels, membership levels, but again, each level allows support, allows access to our Discord. We're also posting our trade positions initially in our Discord, and again, we greatly appreciate any support that you're willing and able to provide. So thank you for your consideration. Thank you again for watching our video. We hope that you liked it. If so, please smash the like button, give us a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing to our BeachBum Trading YouTube channel. Please share this video with your fellow traders and friends. And please give us your feedback and any recommendations for improvement in the comments section below. And let us know what else we can do to help you in your trading career. Thank you again, good luck, and have a great trading day. If you like this video, we hope you will choose to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the box in the upper left-hand corner. You can watch another video like this by clicking on the box in the lower right-hand corner. And we have a whole playlist of videos like this that you can access via the box in the upper right-hand corner. Our latest video is available in the box in the lower left-hand corner. We hope you like this and have a great day.